What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and boy, do we have a lot of Scream 6 news to talk about. So there's been a lot of, well, actually, news is subjective, right? So we have, obviously, the filming locations. We've seen the pictures been floating around. But I kind of want to recap a bunch of the stuff that we've heard over the last couple of days, because we got, the alley and those buildings, and they all look really nice, and a lot of trees. There's a lot of trees in this movie, unless they cut them down. And we have a couple other things. One of them is rumored descriptions, basically, of names of people in the movie. Now, the thing is, was similar to what they did in 5, right? Where they gave them all, like, Tara was not called Tara, Sam was not called Sam. So they seemingly are doing the same thing again here. Now, maybe some of them are fake, maybe some of them are real, but we're going to read them out and we'll decide for ourselves. So we have that, and we also have, and I kind of want to start here, a picture of, so what they, I guess, did is they blocked off, right? Well, obviously you have to block off things when you're filming, right? You block off the street, but they blocked it off and they extended how far the block off goes and where they're going to be filming for certain days. And a location that fits that area is this old, creepy looking mansion. Now, the mansion screams, in my opinion, I didn't actually mean for that pun. The mansion screams like Endgame, kind of like the third act kind of vibes to me. It really resembles a lot of what you would imagine, the ending of Scream 3. It's not the exact same thing, but you can imagine some sort of ghost face final encounter where the reveal happens. There's like a big chase, there's a big fight. You can imagine it happening at that mansion. Now, it doesn't have to, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to happen there, but it's just interesting that that's a place where, where it's happening, where I guess they have the ability to film there. Whether or not they do, I'm sure we'll find out over the next coming days, but they can film there. So you have that. Obviously, enough people have said it at this point, so I guess I'll briefly just talk about my opinions. The whole New York City vibe. Obviously, they're filming in Montreal, but they're pretending to be New York, and it's confirmed at this point because you have like NYPD, cars, you have literally vehicles that they're placing there with either New York State license plates on them, or it's like a radio station, like a broadcasting network that's like a New York thing. Again, you have literally a cop car that is from New York, so they're obviously, that's what it's supposed to be. Which would, for me, Gale, obviously, right? That's like the big thing. That's what people had kind of speculated earlier on. So we have that. All right, let's read out the names, because people have seen, by the way, people have gone on set, a couple different people actually. There's like a whole, hopefully they don't do anything, because we know there is some bad stuff that happened in the beginning of like the filming here. I trust the people, seemingly, I guess as much as you can trust online people you've never talked to. I trust the people that are doing this reporting. I think they're doing a really good job. The ones getting the pictures, the ones that are seemingly very polite on set, they're good. I hope it doesn't become like an issue where, like, the people on set are like, yeah, we got to get these people out. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But there was one person who literally said hello to Melissa Barrera right before she filmed the scene. He saw her on set. To their knowledge, it's only her and Jenna Ortega there. Now, I'm sure Mindy and Chad, those characters, they'll make an appearance eventually. But there's some good work being going on right now. I definitely want to there's some really good people, I guess, on the ground reporting, doing that stuff. So let's go over these characters and we'll talk about them. Okay, so this comes from Tristan, right? We've talked about him before. Great guy on Twitter. He tends to kind of collect these rumors and put them out there, and he did, again, this kind of I guess combination piece, right? Putting all these characters together. So here's the rumored Scream 6 characters. Eric, 19 years old. He's a lead. He is Christina's shy, geeky friend. Eric is a snack, but tends to be nervous in social settings, especially when it involves the opposite sex. Then we have Derek, late 20s. Now, we've heard something about Derek before, right? Derek very much literally mimicking Derek from Scream 2. We saw an audition tape for a guy who was going to play Derek. So this is probably Sam's boyfriend, most likely, or somebody that Sam knows. Late 20s, lead character. He's Carla's neighbor, a handsome, fit, charming, and self-aware out-of-work actor. Derek has caught Carla checking him out before. Her window looks into his apartment, and he's always walking around shirtless. Alicia, 20 years old, lead character. She's Angel's loving girlfriend who has a watchful eye on her friends when Greg drunkenly talks to a strange girl at a party. Alicia follows to make sure he's okay. Claire, 19 years old, lead character. She is Gideon's roommate, pretty, confident, and fun. She is not ashamed of her sexuality. Claire dates multiple men at the same time and considers herself sex positive. And then you have, I guess, a combination. Here's everybody: Eric, Christina, Derek, Carla, Alicia, Angel, Greg, Claire, Gideon. Now, again, like, these are names that could very easily be switched. None of these names I think are like the aliases for the characters that were in Scream 5, right? I think, was Tara like Teresa? I don't remember Sam's, but it definitely wasn't Sam. But I don't think they were any of these names. So these could all be brand new characters. The ages are kind of important, right? Because a lot of them are 19, right? And now, by the way, they don't literally have to be 19 years old, like the actor or actress that's playing them. They don't literally have to be 19. But what seems to be a thing here is there is another divide, right? You have these characters that are young, right? Late teenagers, early 20s, which would match Jenna Ortega. Okay, would match Tara's. And I guess it's supposed to match Chad and Mindy, but like Jasmine, I think she's going to be turning 28. Mason, I think, is turning 26. So they're a little bit older. And then Melissa Barrera is turning 32. She's supposed to only be 20. Again, like the ages are all wrong, okay? But movies, that tends to happen, right? But you do have that divide. You have a younger core group, it seems, if these are right, which would match the Tara crowd. And then you have one, at least, Derek, who's late 20s, so that probably, especially if there's like a time jump of 1 to 2 years, well, then I guess Sam is supposed to be 26, 27, right? So she's not supposed to be 32 like she is, but she's supposed to be, which late 20s is 26, 27, 28. So that makes sense. To me, at least the ages line up. I don't know if these characters will actually be in it, right? We'll have to see, because nobody has spotted anything, but it is good. It is good to get all this stuff. It's exciting. I don't really have much to say about it. I mean, they're just kind of character descriptions. We'll see if the characters actually make it in. I have a feeling that it's probably going to happen, right? Although you don't want to take every single rumor, as gospel, but we'll see how things play out, right? I believe, if you guys are seeing this when I want you to, tonight, I believe they're filming. The next couple days, I think they're filming. And I don't know if they go somewhere else, because the days they blocked off the street, they have some of the days they're going to be on set. I think some of them are this week, and then they come back like in the middle of July or early mid-July for like one day to film. So I don't know if they're going like 2 streets down the road, to do something there. Or, one thing we haven't seen yet is the college. I mean, we're in an alleyway. Well, an alleyway, I guess, is part of it. We're on a street. We're on a nice-looking street with a lot of trees. There's an alley. There's, what seems to be, apartments and windows and stuff that I'm sure they'll do stuff with. You have that mansion, and then the college. I don't know how far away the college is from this location, but you'd imagine a lot of it is going to have to take place over there. So maybe that's where they're going, starting like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? They'll go to the college and come back, when they need to. So let me know what you think about it all. I'll be sure to cover, anything that kind of pops out at me. I'm going to definitely cover it on the channel. But let me know what you think. Make sure you're subscribed, bell icon turned on, so you know when all these videos go up. If you want to follow me on Twitter or anywhere else, all my social media is in the description below. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I hope to see you all on the next video.